Star Report. I'm your host, Star. Welcome to the show. Okay. I feel like talking to you. I've had a great weekend. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to tell you all about it. Give me about 30 minutes. But let me just say, I am so into the finals right now. For those of you who don't know, I have not cared about basketball in many, many moons, maybe 7 or 8 years. Salute to the homie CP from Knicks Fan TV. He's a frequent caller, sponsor to this show. That young knowledge, professionalism, and execution on his platform, Knicks Fan TV, regained my interest. Now, I am the objective hater, not a player hater. I never could play basketball, so I'm not one of them, one of those people who's always talking about the past. Let me just say right now, fuck the past. And with the exception of my homie, left-handed, I'm really tired of a lot of them old niggas talking that 73 shit. I'm so tired of seeing Spike Lee, a.k.a. the Cricket, Fat Joe. Oh, my God. The New York Knicks right now are bigger than the Fat Joe curse. So let's not even mention him right now. I'm so glad that Charles Oakley is still banned from the Garden. We don't need that old troublemaking ass nigga. Patrick Ewing, never liked him. Salute to John Starks and a host of others. Guys, I think Mason's passed away, didn't he? Fuck all that old shit, man. Knicks in 4. Y'all niggas eat a dick. I don't even want credit for that, but I've been saying that before the finals even started because they are in their groove, popping on all cylinders. Tonight might be the night for just random niggas to cam up and let's talk about the Knicks, where they are and how they snatched the soul of the Spurs. There's no coming back. Oh. And thank you to those of you who just educated me this weekend. I didn't know that Stephen A. Smith and others were hating on Jalen Brunson. They were hating. So my question is, did James Dolan get this one right? Good evening, troll babies. Whoo! Did James Dolan get this one right and everybody else was wrong? Who else? Mad Dog and the rest of these people? You can't win with Jalen Brunson. Okay, we're going to talk about a few things here. The prosecution has rested their case in the Karmelo Anthony trial over the fatal stabbing. I'm somewhat sort of in the loop. I'm going to play a video or maybe two so that we can all, see what really happened. Thank you to those of you who have been keeping me up to speed. I'm going to reserve comment until I see, where it is, and what's going to happen tomorrow, which will be Monday, okay? All right, also this evening, I want to talk about Dr. Umar Johnson. Now, he's a doctor, yes, Umar Johnson. He's certified North Philly nigga. Guys, is the school set to open? I can't even say it. Is the school set to open? Is the school set to open this, the school? Oh, my God. I watched a video. He's going into a bathroom. He's pushing the faucets, and then he takes, I guess it's his iPhone into some room talking about the timeout room. No furniture, nowhere, just like these basic desk and other things. We'll get to that later, okay? All right, let's get down to business here. Prosecution has rested. Let's get it started here because I feel like talking to you this evening, all right? First video came out 22 hours ago. I say again, 22 hours ago. Here we go.
Today, more witnesses taking the stand in the trial of former high school athlete accused of murdering another teenager at a Texas track meet. Karmelo Anthony, he's claiming self-defense. Prosecutors, however, are calling the stabbing death of 17-year-old Austin Metcalf a senseless murder. He was stabbed in the chest after a confrontation began between the two. Now it's up to the jury to decide exactly what happened on that fateful day, April 2nd, 2025. News Nation's Mill Hayes has more from the courtroom. Mills, and there was testimony today on a Saturday. What did we learn?
That's right, Hannah. The state of Texas rested their case this afternoon, and then the defense then began bringing up their witnesses. So Karmelo Anthony, he is charged with the murder of Austin Metcalf, whose track teammates describe him as a leader who would stick up for others. But the two teens, they went to two different high schools, but they were at a track meet last April when an argument happened over seating, and Anthony stabbed Metcalf with a pocket knife in the chest. And Anthony claims that he acted in self-defense. But today, the state called up the medical examiner who conducted the autopsy report, who found that the cause of death was homicide, a stab wound to the chest by a 3.5-inch knife. Metcalf's parents left the courtroom during this time, and one juror had their hand over their mouth, seemingly in disbelief. The jury heard a lot of emotional testimony from high school students who were describing the moments leading up to that confrontation, but many differed on the exact details. One witness said that he believed a Memorial High School athlete who was friends with Karmelo Anthony called him over to the tent that day. Edwin Pera, who knew both Anthony and Metcalf, told the jury that Anthony got everyone's attention when he inserted himself into a conversation about Memorial School's football team. Pera testified that Anthony said, "Y'all are ass," to a group of students who ran track and played football. Pera says that that's what started the questions about why Anthony was under the Memorial High School tent to begin with. The jury heard testimony that Metcalf told Anthony to leave. Another person says Anthony told Metcalf that nobody has a problem with me being here but you. A 16-year-old student said Anthony challenged Metcalf to a fist fight, but Metcalf said, "I'm not going to fight at a track meet." And then he said Anthony replied, "Touch me and see what happens." An earlier witness said that Metcalf pushed Anthony with one hand, but that it was a small shove. Athletes describe Anthony then put his hand in his backpack, pulling out a knife. A Memorial High student broke down in tears, recounting how Metcalf was screaming for help after the stabbing. Another witness described that Austin Metcalf's final words were, "He effing stabbed me." In the police report, Anthony said, "He put his hands on me. I told him not to." Since Anthony was a minor at the time, he won't face the death penalty in Texas, but he could spend life in prison if convicted. And Hannah, the trial will resume again on Monday at 9 o'clock.
No matter how you see this, it's such a tragic case. Mills Hayes with that live report. Mills, thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our News Nation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for.
Okay, that's video number one. Thank you for being members. Members only tonight. This is a serious topic we have to discuss, and I want to talk to people who are in the know. We'll get back to the trolling another day, all right? Guys, a little bit later, I got to talk to you about a movie that I saw this weekend. I really enjoyed it. I just, wow, crept up on me, but give me some time, okay? Thank you for your comments, okay? Peace, the Most High, do you want to call in or cam up? I really want to put some respect on Jalen Brunson's name. I just found out he took a pay cut, so he's like the basketball version of Tom Brady, right? Nobody expected him to be a winner. The Mavs got rid of him. Stephen A. Smith and all these guys were clowning him or clowning the Knicks organization when they brought him on board. Sheesh. Oh, and we have to play a video. Dame Dash goes off on Charlemagne. Oh, my God. Salute to Dame. Dedicated to the bullshit. Here's a video with a little bit more detail. Hold on a second. I don't want to play a whole thing here. Hold on a second. Law and crime. They usually do pretty good, huh? I think we all need to just try as best we can to make informed opinions. But let me just play a little bit of this one first, and then we'll keep the show going. Here we go.
Today, the defense finally began telling its side of the story in one of the most closely watched murder trials in the country. With Karmelo Anthony's future hanging in the balance, his attorneys are now trying to reshape the narrative jurors have heard for days, offering a version of events that could determine whether he walks free or this teen spends years, if not the rest of his life, behind bars. But looming over the defense is a question that has haunted this trial from the very beginning. Why did Karmelo Anthony have a knife at a high school track meet that day? After days of testimony from prosecution witnesses, the defense called Anthony's track coach as its first witness. And from the moment he took the stand, jurors heard a different account of what happened in the moments leading up to the deadly confrontation. All right, before we jump into Karmelo Anthony's side of the story, I want to get with Court TV's Cody Thomas inside the courtroom once again today. Cody, let's talk about how the state finished their case.
Hey, girl.
And they call a witness today who's kind of the link between Karmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf. He was teammates with Austin Metcalf, knew Karmelo Anthony to some extent. His name is Eddie. Why was his testimony important?
So we've heard this Eddie character's name, Chris, throughout the entire duration of all the student witnesses that have taken the stand. He is the common denominator. We heard a lot of people saying Karmelo knew Eddie. He came over and dapped Eddie up, gave him a handshake. Eddie was a childhood friend of Karmelo's now ex-girlfriend. So that's the connection there. Now, based on all the testimony that the students brought up during the prosecution's case, they were all saying that Eddie and Karmelo looked like they knew each other. It was the obvious link. That's what the defense kind of talked about in their opening statements. Of course, some people under the tent said they didn't know who Karmelo was, but they looked over, he was sitting next to Eddie. Everything came back to this guy named Eddie. All right. So I was thinking, as I've been sitting there for the past few days, that Eddie was going to be a defense witness, because if he's great friends with Karmelo, then obviously, he'd fend for his friend, I would say. But one thing I was thinking before he got called was, if he knew Karmelo, why wouldn't he stand up and let everybody know, when all the commotion started, hey, this is my friend, he's here with me, blah, blah, blah. Everything's cool. But never heard that from any of the students' testimony. But anyway, Eddie gets on the stand today. They're going through his testimony. He's about 5 or 10 minutes in. And then Eddie kind of all but says he knew who Karmelo was. They were cool, but he verbally said, I wouldn't say we were friends. It was just kind of someone that he knew. Okay, cool. Now we move on to the cross-examination by the defense. And this is, I feel, was a little bit of a win for the defense. They showed a whole bunch of pictures of Eddie and Karmelo at these different group settings, at Eddie's house, no less. There was 50th birthday parties for Karmelo's ex-girlfriend's mother. Remember, Eddie and the girlfriend, this girl named Valeria, they were the ones that knew each other, and Karmelo was, I guess, the third party, you would say. So when they had these family functions, Karmelo obviously was there. Okay, they showed some group photos, kind of establishing. And then, here's another defense win to me today. They showed photos of Karmelo and Eddie together, just being teenagers goofing off. One is playing a guitar, they're making...
Let me jump in here for a second. Okay, guys, so the prosecution has rested their case. Anybody want to call in and, give me more insight or details? Because, again, I've been busy this weekend. Thank you for your comments, members only. Guys, you want to play more? Should we play more of Cody? He's breaking it down. Let's give him another 1 minute. Here's Cody.
He faces at the camera. So Eddie gets up there under direct examination saying, yeah, I know him, but, I wouldn't say he's a friend. But then the defense pushes back and is like, hey, if you're not friends, why do you have all these pictures together? But the crux of Eddie's testimony today, though, Chris, was that he definitely got emotional talking about Austin's death. He said Austin was like a brother to him. He said that on the stand. And when he was describing, everything that he saw that day, when he came back and saw Austin had a hole in his chest, he immediately choked up and started crying instantly. They had to walk up there and give him Kleenex. And there were some new people in the gallery today, Chris. There were 5 young boys, presumably former teammates, former classmates of Austin Metcalf. And when they were describing that as well, 3 of those 5 boys started crying themselves. And, these are, big football player-esque guys, and they were crying too, just showing the emotional weight that this still carries. And, Karmelo sitting there, he's taking it all in. I'm looking at him on his, at his table with his defense as this testimony is going on, still sitting there stoic. I don't know what's going through his head. I'm sure he's realizing the gravity of what's going down, but his defense, the state rested today. So his defense is up, and they've called 3 witnesses so far, 2 students included, one of those being one of Karmelo's friends too.
Yeah, and there's been a lot of time spent for both the prosecution and the defense kind of establishing like why Karmelo Anthony was under this tent, because from the state's perspective, they've hammered this like tent culture of track and field where it's like you don't go under the tent of another school. But then with this Eddie character coming into play, like the defense is really trying to show that like Karmelo may have been invited under the tent. That's why he's there. I wonder just how
Guys, I hate to ask this question. Is Eddie black or white? Anybody know? Did they draw pictures? Is Eddie black or white? It's all about race.
How much any of that matters. Because I just think of like, if you're a juror, it's like, when do you enter like the bubble of the information that matters, of like the interaction when we talk about things escalating to the point where Austin Metcalf, maybe it's a hard shove, maybe it's a soft shove, that happens. And then you have Karmelo Anthony responding with this stab wound that eventually takes Austin Metcalf's life. And that kind of leads to a witness that came, one of the final witnesses for the state today, the medical examiner who conducted the autopsy on Austin Metcalf. And before we talk about that part of it, I know you've been sitting kind of near the family of Austin Metcalf. And I know there's been body cam video, there's been 911 calls. I mean, it's just the weight of what they're going through.
Cody was sitting near the Metcalf family in the courtroom. Pay attention.
It's just hard to imagine. What did you see prior to that witness being called?
So, the student witnesses wrap up, and there was this sort of announcement. All the media, as you mentioned, we're all sitting behind Austin Metcalf's family. All 9 members of the media are behind them. So before this medical examiner comes up, there's an announcement that she's going to be the next witness, to which the prosecution turns around. If you don't want to see or hear about any of these things, I'd advise you to leave the courtroom, because now you're about to get into, the injuries and talking about them. And I was sitting there thinking we were going to see the injuries. We didn't. The jury got to see 4 pictures of it, but us in the gallery did not see those things, but they were describing it in detail. So anyway, the prosecution announces medical examiner's coming in. If you don't want to hear any of this, go out. Austin Metcalf's mom gets up and goes out immediately, along with some other family members and some people in their camp as well. His dad, Jeff Metcalf, initially said no. He nodded his head. I was sitting right behind him. He said he didn't want to leave. And then the prosecutor kind of makes a face and just goes, I advise you to leave. I could hear it was kind of a whisper. It wasn't, an announcement. It was more so a direct to him, to which Jeff Metcalf.
Staring the jury, I advise you to leave. I hope somebody said objection.
Finally got up and left. And, we heard about this 2-inch gaping wound. She described gaping, and she described the difference between gaping and a slit style stabbing wound. Where gaping is more of it's kind of like filleted open, not to be insensitive to it, but that's the way she kind of described it on the stand. And that it was a 2-inch deep wound that hit the cartilage of Austin Metcalf's sternum and actually pierced one of the ventricles in his heart. So he was literally stabbed in the heart, which is likely why the CPR and life-saving efforts weren't working, because no matter how much the heart was pumping out, it was leaking, from the source. So it was really establishing the gravity of the wound. And the jury, again, got to see 4 pictures. 2 of them were Austin Metcalf on the autopsy table, and 2 of them were the heart removed.
Salute to Jason O, a member. I agree with you. They are being very dramatic. If they are pulling this hard on the heartstrings, that means the facts are kind of weak. Yeah. What do you think, guys? 20 more seconds? I mean, this is important. He was there inside the courtroom. I don't want to just, skirt past this. 20 more seconds. This is Cody.
From the body. That's what the medical examiner was describing they were seeing. So, of course, I'd imagine that a family didn't want to hear that. So mom, dad, and some other people, I don't know who they were, maybe the aunts and uncles, maybe it's just family, friends, and supporters of the Metcalf family. They all got up and left, about 7 or 8 of them.
And I wonder, too, I mean, I know from the first responders who were there, the people who interacted with Karmelo Anthony right after all of this took place, where it seemed like he didn't think that what had happened was going to lead to Austin Metcalf's death. But then you hear about, the medical examiner, I think, straight up said something along the lines of like, there's no way that he could have survived this. Even if he was on an operating table, like a surgeon might not have been able to save him. The wound was that bad.
He fucked around. Excuse me, I'm sipping a Corona. He fucked around and found out.
It absolutely was that bad. And those are the exact words that she said. And then one word that stood out to me, Chris, that she said, she starts describing the 5 manners of death, and to which she, classified this one as a homicide. And when she explained homicide to the jury, she said the intentional, bringing about of death by another human being. But the key word to that to me was, Chris, and I thought the prosecution would harp on a little bit, was intentional. It wasn't like accidental. It wasn't this and that. She said the intentional causing of harm that results in death by another human being. So I thought that was a powerful thing, that she said on the stand.
And you just wonder too, like a statement like that, just that one line. And then I also know from some of these student witnesses who have just very bluntly said they don't believe that this is self-defense. We're going to talk about the defense side of things here in a moment, and kind of from Karmelo Anthony's perspective, what they're trying to say. But you just wonder over the last couple of days, with so many people just bluntly saying that to the jury, what impact that's going to have. Now, this.
Okay, we're going to stop it right there at the 9-minute mark. I want to hear from you guys. Sunday night, I'm feeling great. We have to talk about a few topics this evening. Let me remove that, and we'll come back to that shortly, okay? All right, area code 720. Good evening. Members only. Are you there? 720.
Stars, Charlie Brown, man. Thanks for taking my call. I really appreciate it.
Good to hear from you, man. Where do you want to start? I'm combing through all of this, man. The New York Knicks, the prosecution, and the Karmelo Anthony case, please.
Wow. Hey, well, Star, I'm going to go ahead and say I heard you call it first on the Knicks. I'm going to go ahead and touch that first. You said
I don't even want the credit. No, listen. I haven't been watching whole season. Thank you, but I'm dumbing out, man. Knicks in 4. Eat a dick.
Wow.
You know? Come on.
What a pick.
Yeah.
What a pick. All right, I'm going to tell you, man, what a pick, because I had everybody around was saying, Knicks in 6. It sounds better.
Sounds hot, yeah.
It sounds better, But when you called the sweep, wow.
Sweeping these
you
niggas. You really
put something on it in bed.
Fuck that tall French nigga. Fuck that nigga. Come on. Fuck that nigga.
But you called it, so I'm so happy for the Knicks. I think the city needs it in the time when New York is basically going through all that turmoil. This is exactly what the doctor ordered for them. Yeah. So, I think the Knicks are going to sweep them. So, good for the Knicks. I want to see if they're going to be able to repeat it next year. But right now, I think they're going to take this.
Well, hang on a second, Charlie Brown. Are you a Knicks fan?
No, I'm not, but I do respect the game. I mean, I do respect the hustle, and it seems like they really have been balling all year.
I want to talk to some hardcore New York Knicks fans, because I just learned that Stephen A. Smith and the rest of these guys were hating on Jalen Brunson when he first got drafted from the Mavericks. I don't want to hear from no old niggas, with the exception of my homie left-handed. Fuck them old niggas. It's a brand new day, I'm sorry, I'm rambling. Go ahead.
Yeah, but I'm just calling respect where respect is due. I just feel like they've been balling all year. Brunson needs his respect, and he needs his ring. So good for the Knicks. Thank you for catching me up on the Karmelo Anthony thing. What a case right now. I feel like, when I saw the prosecutors first, just run over that, it looks like they just basically made it to say he wasn't in any immediate threat to use that kind of force. That's basically their angle that they're going for. So I'm just saying, I just don't see where the defense is coming to where they're proving that he was in this kind of immediate danger to where he is supposed to use that type of force. And on top of that, I don't think he did it intentionally. So I think he brought it with him. I'm not sure if he's a kid that walks home. Maybe he walks through a certain neighborhood or something, and he feels like, hey, I got to have something on me.
He's a little frail nigga. And big ass white boys had him surrounded, But listen. I don't want to speculate, but we're watching, what we have thus far. The trial continued yesterday on a Saturday. So, any thoughts with regards to what's going to happen tomorrow? The trial.
Well, I'm thinking that they're going to push, like you were stating, how small he is. They basically set it up like he was a kid that came from a good home and, things of that nature. And I think they're going to go kind of that angle you're saying is, he was in fear for his life. That's why he felt like he had to, carry a weapon. He didn't tell you that, but he was in fear for his life. You can, obviously see. And I think, hopefully if they can drive that home, I think he can make it. But if they don't, I think it's going to be a riot. I think it's going to be some smoke in the city. If this don't.
Let me just say this. I hope he does not take the stand, Karmelo Anthony. You see, then they have to prove it. I mean, I went over a whole bunch of notes the other day. We were talking about the burden of proof and yada, yada, yada. I hope he does not take the stand, because he may say something that is not, understood, and they may, try to hang him on his own words. But, hey, good to talk to you, Charlie Brown. Salute.
Hey, thank you, sir. Have a good time.
Yes, sir. Thank you for becoming a member. I don't have my contacts on. Is it Naja? Hey, darling, Naja Star. You're pretty self. Thank you for becoming a member. You are appreciated. Yes. New York Knicks fans, call in. Did James Dolan get it right? And all these fuck niggas, these fuck niggas were hating on Jalen Brunson. Now, nut gargling. Now, nut gargling. Yes, I've been hating on the Knicks. I am the objective hater. I've been hating them to motivate them. One of my proudest moments, in case you don't know, I've told you this before. I was courtside. Whenever Latrell Sprewell was on the Knicks, and I was turned up on the yacht, I'm barking. He stopped mid-court, looked at me and said, "Shut the fuck up!" The girl who I was with, she said, "Oh my God, he's talking to you." Oh, there he is. JR Cigar Accuracy Smokes is in the building. Let's talk about it. JR Cigar.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, Star. How you doing? How we doing?
I'm
How
good.
we doing tonight?
I'm going to get your banner right now. Go ahead and where do you want to start, sir? You have the floor.
I'll touch on quick the Karmelo Anthony thing.
Come on.
I think it's a tragedy.
Yeah. Niggas die every day, man. Come on. Come on. Let's not do that tonight. Yeah. Niggas die every day.
Yeah. Well, I hope it goes his way.
Yeah.
And I don't think he meant to do it. And but let's talk about the Knicks in the finals. Let's talk about Jalen Brunson. Let's talk about Stephen A. Smith. He's eating crow. Mad Dog is eating crow. All these New York pundits. And I want to say, Star, also the Daily News. All these media guys, they were all clowning Jalen Brunson.
Yep.
They were saying he lacked superstar potential. Yeah. They saying, we got other people. Why can't we get them? And they're all eating crow right now. All these guys are eating crow. And another thing that was to be respected about Jalen Brunson, that a lot of these guys, not even LeBron James, and none of these guys do, he took the Tom Brady, Tim Duncan, and I would even say Patrick Mahomes route and took a pay cut to get the roster that he has today, which is to be respected because most of these guys, all they care about is their bag. And he's cut from a different type of cloth. Yep. And I don't know if you know this either, Star. This thing is kind of apropos because Jalen Brunson's father was part of that Knicks team with 99.
Well, he only played 9 seconds. Now, slow it down. He played nine seconds.
Yeah, I know.
Salute to his beautiful Jamaican mother. His mother's from Yard, yes?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. He's from Yard. So what he's doing right now, he's galvanized that team. Salute to Mike Brown. They're all doing a good job.
Yeah.
I want to talk about over in the Frailian. I love how they're shutting down the Frailian, not the alien, the Frailian.
Come on.
He's frail.
Come on.
The Frailian, Victor Wembanyama, the Frailian.
Yeah.
And Dr. Umar's capping. He had me. He's talking about the school, but now he's talking about timeouts and rooms, and he's talking about.
Well, hang on a second. I haven't gotten to that video yet. Accuracy Smokes, but listen. I may need you to call back. Promote your platform. Hold on a second. AccuracySmokes.com.
Yeah.
You just got back in the States.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, man, on your platform? Accuracy.
Yes, sir. Yes, I'm celebrating the 1-year anniversary of Accuracy Smokes. I did my first video out in Medellin.
Nice.
www.AccuracySmokes.com. The best cigars on the market. Straight out Dominican Republic. Loved by yours truly. You can go to the website and get a box of cigars. They're really good. They're great. And everybody, buy it for your baby mama. Buy it for your nigga with a wig. Buy it for everybody.
Shit.
And I appreciate you, Star.
Yes, sir.
And you have a great night.
Yes, sir.
Salute. Knicks and 4. Let's go. Knicks and 4.
That's what's
yes,
up.
Yes, sir. Okay. Salute.
Salute. Folks, if you want to become a sponsor, reach out via email. We're going to be changing the banner reel next week. So if you are a sponsor, it may be time to re-up. Just want to say that respectfully. Hey, Gold Digger, got your donation on the screen. Thank you so much. Okay. Frankie G. Hey, Frankie G. Were you on the line, Frankie G? I couldn't get to the calls, that fast. If you want to call in, call in. Oh, White Boy Rory said he wanted to cam up and talk crazy. Let me text him. He said he wanted to talk crazy. Kenny, no, Latrell Sprewell, he dropped, I think it was like 40 points that night after he told me, shut the fuck up. I motivated that nigga. Yeah. Okay. Gangs of Love, good to see you, sir. Are you calling in? Gangs of Love, we have to talk, man. When is your show popping off, your podcast? Come on, man. Cam up. Let's talk about this. Yes, sir. That's what my father said. Don't shed no tear for no cracker, boy. Sitting here crying for Austin Metcalf. He fucked around and found out, I don't know for certain, but more than likely he went up to a little frail ass Karmelo and said, what do you do? You don't belong here. Phone lines are open. Is Blade in the live chat? Okay, Blade, you sent me something about Myron. Salute to Myron, okay, from Fresh and Fit. But Blade, if you want to go there tonight, send me something with send me one of Hitler's speeches. Let's see who's really gully tonight. Frankie G, is that you tapping in from Toronto? Frankie G.
Star, what's going on, man?
Hey, Nixon 4, man. Eat a dick. That's what's going on, man. That's what's going on.
Let's go, Star. My question is, are you going to be downtown destroying property and celebrating?
Fuck no. I'm 62 years old. I live on the beach. What do I look like?
Listen, man.
Come on.
Listen, man. I don't know if it's going to be 4, but I think they got it, though. But I don't want to say it because I'm pulling for the next star. But, man, could you imagine the meltdown if somehow they choke this? This would be, oh, my goodness. I don't want to go.
Frankie G, with all due respect, listen to me, white boy. You're either with us or you're either with us or against us. I don't give a fuck. The Knicks made it to the finals. That's all I wanted. I just wanted them back in the finals. I'm so sick of hearing about, the Knicks in 1999, Patrick Ewing. Never mind Jordan. Do you remember when Scottie Pippen slammed that fucking ball and stood over Patrick Ewing? His nuts were in Patrick Ewing's face. Stop giggling. Frankie G, stop giggling. I'm a serious cool.
Yes,
you remember that?
I remember. Absolutely. Yeah, but listen, Ewing and those guys did their thing, but they never won no damn ring, man.
Ringless. I don't want to hear that. Ringless. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, out of here, man. Absolutely. So Jalen Brunson and these guys are doing their thing, man. Listen, they're in the damn finals and they're halfway there, man. I'm pulling for them. I want to see death and destruction in the streets of New York. I want to see.
No, you're not gonna. No. That's that old shit. They're not gonna tear up New York. No, they're gonna win the fucking the ring. And what is that song? Hey, I'm feeling good today. I got that fly shit on. It's gonna be a brand new swag. They don't have to tear up the place. I don't think that's gonna happen.
I think they're gonna. I think they might flip over a few cars and set some fire. Star. Okay. Let's keep it real. Okay. Nothing crazy. Hopefully, just a little reckless vandalism and a little bit of fun, right?
White boy shit.
Yeah.
White boy shit.
Right, white boy shit. Absolutely. Yeah. Star, what's the deal with everybody being obsessed with this Karmelo Anthony case? If I may, can I introduce a possible motivation that hasn't been mentioned yet? What if it was over a bitch, man?
Well, we only have what we have thus far, and the trial has started. The prosecution has rested, so they did not put that into the equation. So where are you coming from, respectfully?
I'm just saying it seems kind of like it must have been, like it was very, very personal the way it went down. You know what I mean? Like he pulled out the shank and stabbed him, you know, to a point where there was no recovery for the guy. So, you know, it seemed like I don't want to say that he was stabbing to kill, but it kind of does seem that way. And, you know, young men that age, you never know. There might have been a woman involved at some point, man. I'm just putting that on the table.
I can respect your theory, but now, Frankie G, you're from Canada, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
Down here in the States, it's all race. It's always about race. And Karmelo Anthony was a smaller guy, you know, and the two white boys on some bully shit, more than likely. I'm just speculating. I don't know. You know, they fucked around. They found out. You know, and I mean, condolences to the family. Yeah. No one wants to be, you know, mean spirited, but it's not illegal to carry. I heard it was a pocket knife, a little pocket knife. It wasn't no shank. You said shank. Where'd you get that from? It's a pocket knife.
Yeah, well, you know, whatever. It was a knife, man. I agree with you. I don't think it's a big deal. I think he, you know, if he was defending himself from guys that were running up on them, well, they, you know, like you said, they effed around and they found out. I don't want to incriminate myself, but I was moving a lot like that kid when I was his age, just for protection, man. You got, you know.
You're lucky.
It was right.
You're lucky.
Yeah, absolutely. Regular stuff, Star.
Okay. All right. Hey, man, before you go, any thoughts with regards to Dr. Umar Johnson? Does his name ring bells up there? The Prince of Pan-Africanism?
Yeah. What is he up to now, Star? What is going on, man?
The school is set to open. I'm getting ready to play a video. School's going to open.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph. I've been hearing about this school for since start
12 years.
Yeah, right. Right. Respect the jokes, man.
Respect the jokes.
Respect the jokes. All right, Star.
Good to talk to you. Salute.
My nigga, Frankie G. Okay. Oh, no. The Waco kid. No, I did not see it, but salute to my nigga Academics. Did he interview her yet? I mean, I saw something about he said he was going to interview her, and she almost caught him. Can someone send me a link? Yeah, send me the link to Academics if he interviewed 50 Cent's baby mama. But whatever you do, don't send me no goddamn Diddy sex tape. That I don't want to see. All right, sit tight in the phones. CRD Rue. Did I say that right? CR Drew, pardon me. Okay, you're calling in 4780. Okay, I'll give you a second, and then I'll look for your call. Thank you so much. Hold on, guys. It's Sunday night. Houston, where's my nigga Houston? Are you calling in, Houston? Oh. All right, Blade says, I recall that incident with Spreewell. I was hoping for him to run up on Star and start choking him out. Nah, he didn't want to see me that night, man. I was turned up. I forget the girl's name who I was with. Very, very sexy, deep, dark chocolate girl, and she just got her breast job. So I was kind of like, I was kind of stunting, but he didn't want to see me that night, man. But I motivated him. Nigga, Houston, are you there? 713. Sunday night.
Man, I was sitting over here chilling, man. I was on my South Walker early, but I'm just saying.
Let's go. Let's go.
I don't know if you know what's going on with South Walker and Drake and everybody else. But
the hate and miss is nothing. Come on. I'm up to speed.
Hey, you up to speed on
it? He threatened to kill Drake, didn't he? He threatened to kill Drake?
Yeah, he threatened to kill. I'm like, nigga, what we doing?
And put hands on his baby mama again, right?
Hey, look, that's why I said I've never over a baby mama, nigga. I'm like, over a bitch, nigga. But I'm trying to stick to topic. But you said when you saw South Walker threatening Drake, what did you think?
Well, I don't want to repeat that because I don't know if he necessarily. Hang on. I don't know if he really intended or intends to do that. But with regards to his baby mama, now, I have to say, man, that, you know, what better reason to crash out than, you know, if your baby mama does some crazy shit. Bitch, you have my seed. You have my seed. You have to act differently, you know?
Yeah, you have to be on a whole nother level when you got my seed.
Yeah.
Like, you can't get out here and flat back like that.
If you do, get paid.
No common sense.
Yeah.
You know, you can't play with me like that at the point when you have my goddamn baby.
Yeah.
And our kid.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I'm like, when I look at that kid, I'm looking at you. Type thing, you know what I mean? But man, but on the Karmelo thing, I'm like, this nigga cooked. They said they wanted this dude to be up there with. This is what people not getting. They over in a whole nother community, and then they are white, and then they said they wanted white men that understood the Second Amendment. And then they want no niggas on the jury. And then if you have black people up there or whatever, or brown people, they not going to be thinking like you.
Yeah, well, listen, the case resumes tomorrow. What are your thoughts, Houston? Do you think he should speak? Should he take the stand? I hope he doesn't.
I hope that nigga don't get his dumb ass up there, and then I hope his mama don't get up there like these broken niggas do and fuck up their old case. Right. Damn, my bad.
That's okay. So
yeah, I hope she don't get up there and say, "Oh, my son." You know, black women are the downfall of black men.
You're going in a different direction, man. Listen, I appreciate you, man. But, you want to talk about the Knicks? They're 2-0. They're leading the Spurs. Do you care, Houston?
Man, I don't know what's going on with that series with the Knicks and the Spurs, man. It's like the Spurs should have had more going for them. I don't know what's going on. I think the Knicks gonna get it.
Okay.
And as much as I hate to say it, I think the Knicks gonna get it. And then, like, the Spurs supposed to be better than that, man. I don't get it. I'm looking at the game, and I'm like...
Houston, I fuck with you heavy, but fuck the Spurs, man. I got to go. Salute.
Already.
That's my nigga. Coffee Parker. Okay, you're talking about Frankie G. Yeah, Frankie G. Shouldn't he be talking about his friend, the pee-pee poo-poo man? Yeah, we did a show last week, and thank you for those of you who did a little research on the pee-pee poo-poo man up in Toronto. Throwing Home Depot buckets of piss and shit on people going back to 2019. They caught him. I guess he did some jail time, and he's back doing some other nonsense. But thank you for your donation. Crown, got your donation. Send the Metcalf twin. Oh, whoa. Okay, Crown talking hella crazy. Thank you for your donation, Crown. Okay, I don't know what's going on with I text a few people, you know, and Knick fans, you know, I guess nobody wants to cam up. Anybody want to cam up? Knick fans, come on. Talk crazy. I'm saying Knicks in 4. The Spurs are done. They snatched that big goofy nigga's soul. He's finished. Going to get him back in the Garden tomorrow and wear him down. As a matter of fact, hold on. Who's in the queue here? Hold on a second. 778. Sit tight. Can you hold on? 778.
Yeah. I'm holding.
Okay, stay there. I have to play this, man, you know. Is he grifting? I don't know. I'm not going to clown this man. He's never disrespected me, but he says the school is ready to open. Dr. Umar Johnson.
A certificate
of occupancy. I want to thank all my donors who've been standing with us. We are complete, brothers and sisters. Look at your school. Look at your school, brothers and sisters. We are complete, and we are ready to decorate for our children. We are ready to decorate for our community. Douglas and Marcus Garvey Academy is ready to operate, brothers and sisters. We are ready to operate, brothers and sisters. Hit your PayPal. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. Hit your PayPal. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy.
One more time. One more time.
We need a certificate of occupancy. I want to thank all my donors who've been standing with us. We are complete, brothers and sisters. Look at your school. Look at your school, brothers and sisters. We are complete, and we are ready to decorate for our children. We are ready to decorate.
Hang on. Is water coming out? Hold on. Is water coming out? Is the water on?
School, brothers and sisters. We are complete, and we are ready to decorate for our children. We are ready to decorate for our community. Douglas and Marcus Garvey Academy is ready to operate, brothers and sisters. We are ready to operate, brothers and sisters. Hit your PayPal. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. Hit your.
Why is there a work glove in the fountain? I'm not trying to be funny, but why is there a work glove in the fountain? What the fuck?
Sisters, hit your PayPal.
Why is there a work glove in the water fountain where the little baby's going to be drinking? Come on, man.
PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. Hit your PayPal. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy.
Oh, my God. Okay, there it is. There it is. Dr. Umar Johnson. School's ready to open. Area code 778. Good evening. Talking about a few topics. Are you there from British Columbia?
Yeah. Shalom.
Hey, Yosef, what's up, man?
What's up, man?
What's going on? Good to hear from
Hey,
you.
what's happening, man? Nixon 4, let's go. I'm already
Eat a dick, Nixon 4.
And it's funny because I got my Knicks jersey on right now, and it's a Karmelo Anthony jersey. I realized I started laughing when I see the title of the stream, man. I was laughing, man. But yeah, man, the Knicks, man, is glorious to see. I love watching that French piece of shit fumble. Mm-hmm. It's just so amazing, man. Mm-hmm. It's great basketball. I'll give it to the, and I want your opinion on this because this is one takeaway I've had from the past two games with the Spurs. They run a good defense, and I want to know, like, if you like the last game, the Knicks had like 3 shot clock violations, and you watch it, they don't get into the key until like 10 seconds left on the shot clock. The Spurs are running a good defense. I'll give them that, but besides that, they're young and they're going against a crew of seasoned guys who've been in the league. They've been under pressure and yeah, we're gonna see. I think we might see a sweep. What are they at now? 14 straight wins.
Well, here's the thing, man. I'm really hyped right now, and I've already admitted on multiple occasions I have not been watching all season. I am the objective hater, not a player hater. This is where the Knicks should be and deserve to be. We're talking the number one market, New York City.
Yeah.
I don't give a flying fuck about what the goddamn Spurs are doing. Close only counts in horseshoes. Fuck out of here. They're down 2-0. They'll be in the Garden tomorrow. It's going to be turned up. That big goofy French nigga. Hang on. The big goofy French nigga, they snatched his soul in game 1 and game 2. He's trying to drop 3-pointers. He's off balance. That's where I'm at. Now, hang on a second. You're a Knicks fan, yes, Yosef?
Yeah, I've been a Knicks fan personally since 2013, and I'm 29.
Great. Listen, fuck that old shit. I don't give a fuck about 73. I don't give a fuck about 90, 92, 99. I don't care. Talk to me about these goofies, some of these old goofies that were hating on Jalen Brunson. I just found out this weekend that, and I'm going to play a video They were saying he wasn't worth the money. You can't build a squad around him. And here we are. Talk to me about that.
And here we are. Exactly, Star. That's just, old heads hating on young ones coming up. That's all that is. You see that in every aspect of life. And we're especially seeing it in one of the most important things in sports right now, and that is the New York Knickerbockers. Yeah. One of the greatest franchises in the world.
Now that would be the Yankees. Slow down. Now you're a fan. I respect that, but again,
I'm trying to crash out a little too.
Well, listen, they're in the finals, man. So I'm hyped. I'm charged. Am I going to New York City to get in the streets at 62? No, but I am cheering for the younger generation. They're out there. They're hyped and they're how much does a goddamn beer cost in Madison Square Garden?
Oh man, a beer is probably like $2.50, I'd imagine.
It's probably $10.
Crazy.
A beer's probably
I was in New York exactly this time last year. I was staying out in Canarsie.
Right.
So I'm bummed I'm not there right now, but because I switched jobs and everything. But hey, man, it's amazing to see like the Knicks. And they're violating. They're taking their manhood. They're stripping them of their innocence. Wemby, like, his career is never going to amount to anything because he fumbled. He threw a ball at someone's back. You have the worst shot selection. You're like if it wasn't for in the NBA, you would be in a freak show, you tall ass, lanky ass, stick bug built ass looking ass, man.
Go ahead and drop the N-word, Yosef. It's okay.
You get violated.
Drop the N-word. But hang on, stay with me. I just Googled it. Listen to this. I just Googled it. At Madison Square Garden, a beer will typically cost between $15 to $20. Anybody?
That's not much more.
Anybody who's in the Garden paying for nachos, a goddamn beer that costs that much, they're dedicated. I can't hate on them. So I just want to say all that.
You said 12 to 15?
15 to 20. I just Googled it. According to AI Overview, $15 to $20 a goddamn beer in Madison Square Garden. 20 to 25 ounce. Tall boy. Go ahead.
I think the last time I went to a different league, but last time I went to a Mariners game, like a beer was like $12 because that's the closest sports team I got to where I'm at.
Okay.
Ever since they got rid of the Sonics and the Grizzlies.
Okay. All right. Hey man, before you go.
Oh yeah.
Before you go, I'm going to play a video. Iran dumping missiles into Israel, huh? It's up and it's stuck.
Yeah, it's up and it's stuck, man. I'm just surprised they haven't just finished the job, man. Like I don't have the energy to keep. I was crashing out about this stuff like 3 years ago. Like now it's just like finish the job, because if you don't finish the job, they're just gonna come into America and bug all of us. Like I'm not trying to deal with that. Like, just finish the job, man. This shit's been going on since 1948. Like, just finish the job. I'm so sick of this. I'm so sick of this. Like, and that's why I'm glad Netanyahu finally, grew a pair and said, we want to end the U.S. foreign aid. Like, we had to, like, that was like a drug that Israel was hooked on. And the only reason they were getting that foreign aid was because it was in the U.S. best interest to, be allies and whatnot. But I'm just so sick of it, Star. I just want the job done.
Well, now, hang on a second. Can you be a little bit more detailed?
They have the weapons. They have the army. They have the intelligence. Finish this, man.
Yosef.
Listen.
Listen to me. Explain what you want to see done when you say finish your job. Come on, give me some details.
Okay. Hold on. Let me. I'm just gonna finish what I just said before you, and then I'm gonna answer your question. Okay. What I was gonna say is when all those Palestinians went into Jordan for Black September and tried to overthrow the government.
Right.
The people of Jordan slaughtered those Palestinians, and nobody ever batted an eye. These people came into Israel on our music festival and slaughtered us. They should have just ended it right there. They should have ended. We should have annexed the whole thing. Take it all back. We tried countless times to make deals with these people. They did it when Bill Clinton was in office. It's not happening. You can't make an alliance with somebody who hates you. And to be honest, I can respect a Palestinian person for hating a Jewish person. I respect that more than someone trying to be like, no, we can be allies. There's no making allies. Like, people need to get that out of their head. This isn't the Western world. This is a whole different.
Yosef, I want to see Israel pull out the nukes. That's where I'm going.
Oh yeah, that's big. Yeah, that's what we call the Samson option. So, you know, yeah. So that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Good to talk to you. Shalom. Shalom.
Shalom.
Let's get it, man. Viva Israel. Hey, Sam, check your. Do you want to call in or cam up? Hey, who's that on the screen? Hey, darling. Redbone 22. Yes, baby. Nixon 4. Nixon 4. Bill, I got your donation. Salute, sir. He says, respect, OG. I'm just dumbing out tonight, man. I'm so sick of them the old guard, the old Nick guard. And guys, who is the little bitch ass white boy who's he's always sitting with one of the Kardashian girls, or is her last name Jenner? Who's that little bitch ass white boy? Is he from the Dune series? I'm sick of him. I'm sick of looking at Spike Lee. Patrick Ewing, who looks homeless. Fuck out of here. Maurice got your donation. Salute, salute, salute. White boy Rory, I thought you were going to cam up. What's cracking, man? I thought you were going to cam up.
Yeah, I'm chilling. What's going on?
Nixon 4. That's what's up, man. That's what the fuck I'm talking about tonight.
Nixon 4.
Nixon 4.
Tear the city down.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, they shut down the party for tomorrow night. Well, whatever. They said they shut down the party for tomorrow night, but that don't mean nothing.
You mean, for those who don't know, the watch party out in around the garden?
Sorry, yeah. The watch party around the garden. NYPD said no go for tomorrow. But that's not going to stop everybody from going down there party and hanging out, you know. It's been crazy over here, dude. They got 8th Avenue closed off from 42nd Street to 23rd Street on Friday night.
Okay.
And I'm sure they're going to do it again Monday. So, yeah, I've never seen them party like this for a team before. You know, I've been here for the Yankees. For the Rangers, they go pretty crazy. Their fans are good, but I've never seen anything like this, man. These cats are bugging.
Hey, can you hold on a second, Roy? Because I want to play a video for those who don't know. I just got up to speed here. Stephen A. Smith and others have been hating on Jalen Brunson. I didn't know this. So I take issue with them now, you know, nut gargling, you know, what's going on with the Knicks. What was it, 2 or 3 years ago? They were counting them out.
No, you're right, Stork, because he's supposed to be the expert, you know, the sports enthusiast, the sport expert. How did he got that so wrong? Jalen Brunson is top 3 Knick of all time. Nobody's even going to ever talk about Karmelo Anthony and Allen Houston. Karmelo Anthony,
God.
He's just going to be synonymous. He's going to be synonymous with that little dirtbag murderer down there in Texas. You know, that name is going to be synonymous with that.
Whoa!
You know, it's not going to. Nobody's going to remember him for being a ball player up here in New York. This Jalen Brunson's town right now. Yeah, you know. Okay. Oh, ain't it so good to see Texas justice? Oh man, ain't it so good to see?
All right, so you hold it now. You're going someplace else.
Texas justice.
You're going
baby.
someplace else. Have you been paying attention to the trial? I got a couple more videos I want to play. It appears, from what we've been seeing, that Karmelo Anthony in Texas, you know, he knew one of the kids at the tent, so he wasn't there just, you know, looking for trouble, which is what the media has been portraying. You up to speed?
Come on, man. Yeah, I'm up to speed. Did he know one of the kids in the tent? Yeah, he casually knew him. Was he invited there? No. Was he asked to leave 15 times? Yes. You know, he's already done. This kid's cooked. I mean, the prosecution rested its case. The defense is what they're helping the prosecution now going forward with all the questions they're asking. This kid's a stone-cold dirtbag. His mama's a racist. His daddy's a racist. The whole community down there is a racist. And you're
racist.
There's some racial. I hope there's some racial violence. I hope I hope there's some racial violence or racial incident down there. I really do. No, I really do. And I hope the country boys down in Texas, when this thing is over, go down there and
easy. Take it easy. I got to monetize this show. Take it easy. Take it easy.
Know,
go ahead.
I hope the good old boys take it pretty serious, man, because these black people are violating, man. They're being super racist. They're violating. They're showing the whole country how racist they can be. I mean, they don't have a leg to stand on in this case. Not a leg to stand on. And they're all, and the kid's dead. I mean, it's a 17-year-old kid right in high school, senior in high school. And they're sitting up there making every excuse in the world. They're standing outside the courthouse saying ain't no good cracker but a dead cracker, disparaging the parents who have not said one word. The only people who have talked about race and this being racist are the adults, the black adults who weren't there when this happened. You know, the people that were the witnesses on the stand for Metcalf, they were his black teammates. They were his black teammates who said this little dirtbag bully came over there starting trouble, looking for a problem. And
you're adding a lot of sauce to this. you're adding sauce to this, man. Come on.
Like I told you, man, you could tell he was dragged up in the gutter. All this. He's a A student and an athlete. Well, he was suspended that day. He wasn't supposed to be at the track meet, right? He was suspended for bringing a knife to school. So
the fishing knife.
Everybody knows. I really don't like this kid. I really want to see him get some 50 years of sweat equity. I hope it's hot as hell in the Texas Department of Corrections for 50 long years for his ugly, dumb black ass with his tarantula dreads that he cut off. His dumb look on it.
White boy crashing out. Pay attention. Come on.
This is black people showing the world how racist they could be. They raise racist children. They tell their children since they're little kids, white people are devils. White people are devils. You know what that means? When the kid grows up, he can't see no good in a white person. He's already programmed since a little kid that this person is the devil and there's no good in them. So it's just exposing. I'm telling you, it's just exposing the black racism that's happening in this country. And it's good. It's good to expose it.
Okay. Okay. Well, listen, I'm going to take some other calls. I got some more videos I want to play here. What are you doing later? I'm trying to get a panel going. Are you willing to cam up later?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll text you in a little while, all right?
All right, good.
All right, salute. That's my racist friend, Rory. Area code 951. Good evening. Thank you for your patience. Are you there? 951.
Yes, I am. Star, how you doing? This is Evelyn.
Evelyn, I thought about you the other day because there's not too many people that really, who watch the show. I know my audience is a lot younger than me, but Foster Silvers, did we speak about that yet?
No, we did not. And I hated that, he had to live his life like that. Drugs will really mess you up. Like, he was very young, and it seemed like he could not get out of that cycle.
Well, he was 2 years older than me, so that would make him 64. And yes, he became famous at a very, very early age. I don't know if drugs, that the notoriety contributed to that, but the Silvers, the DeBarge family, if you look at them and their totality versus the Jacksons, I was trying to make a point about Joe Jackson. Yes, he was stern. He disciplined the boys because he knew what some of the pitfalls were that, the Silvers, what they went through with the drugs in prison, and the DeBarge family. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah, but see, the thing about it is the DeBarge family and the Silvers, they both came out of the projects. Even though Michael Jackson and them, they had a little house, but they had their own house with their own mother and their own father. And their father, sometimes you have to have a fox to deal with a fox.
Okay.
And Joe Jackson was a fox his own self. So, you know, I don't care what they say about Michael Jackson. He should have let his daddy do his work for him, because he probably would still be living right now.
Okay.
The industry killed Michael Jackson.
Hang on a second. I just want to say this, Evelyn, because I don't want to stay on this too much. But I never knew the Silvers to live in the government housing projects. They grew up in Watts.
Yeah,
hang on. According to AI Overview, they grew up in Watts. Okay, and they lived in a modest household. You're saying the projects? I never heard of that. They were originally.
Yeah, that's the reason one of their sisters had to leave the group, because somebody, a filthy, no good person, kidnapped her and raped her. They were still living in the projects and had a hit single.
Okay. Well. All right. Well, listen. Let's get on. Let's get on track here. The prosecution has rested their case. Karmelo Anthony, are you up to speed, Evelyn?
Yes, I am, and this is what I want his mother and his father to do. Because I do believe they are still together and they are a family unit. I want them to fire that lawyer that they got right as soon as they go to court in the morning. I want them to fire him. And I'm going to tell you why. First of all, he should have asked for a change of venue.
He did. They did.
And he should have never agreed to none of them, anybody that he's seen on that jury that he thought was a racist, because see, that's how they're gonna get him. They don't need to put him on the stand. Okay. This is how I think they're trying to go around. If somebody on the jury that's already that's gonna send him up the river. Okay. Now that's what I think. So to cut all this out, they need to cut the trial right now, which will stop the trial if they fire the lawyer. Right. They need to get another lawyer. They need to get a change of venue, and they need to pick some better jurors. They need to have somebody from every race on that jury.
If I can jump in, Evelyn, we hear what you're saying, but a lot of that stuff they already tried and it didn't, work. We have what we have now. The prosecution has rested their case. Can I ask you to just bring it a little bit more in line with what we are faced with, and the case will, continue tomorrow? Can we take it from there?
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. I don't care if they did. The prosecution did rest their case. If he fires his lawyer, that started the case got to stop.
Well, I hear you, and that's your final word. They should fire the lawyer. That's what you're saying.
Fire that lawyer. That's the only thing because they couldn't get what they wanted. You said they asked for a change of venue. They couldn't get it.
Okay.
He should have never. The lawyer that they had should have never agreed. He should have kept dismissing jurors. When they pick the jury panel, they give them different questionnaires. Yeah. You are able to see who's going to be on the jury. Okay. Your lawyer and his assistant or her assistant. They need to get rid of that lawyer. No way. I wouldn't let my baby.
Can I jump in for a second, Evelyn? Okay, so if they don't get rid of the lawyer, then what? Tomorrow, if they don't get rid of the lawyer, what happens?
I hate to see it for the boy, because even though his so-called black friends that was on his side from at the beginning, before the trial got started, see, they trying to have some type of athletic career in that town too. Okay. And that's what they're going to get to them that way. So now they want to get on the white boy side. The truth is just the truth.
Okay.
The white boy was trying to be Mr. Big. And the boy probably been carrying that little knife. They said 3 inches, that's not even that long.
Okay.
It was a terrible accident. I hate to see kid die. I am not a racist. I see it between two kids. But in America, everything depends upon race.
Okay.
And I'm going to leave it at that, Star.
Great to hear from you, darling. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for tapping in.
Thank you.
Okay, bye now.
Bye-bye.
Evelyn tapping in. Let's see if we can get Sam I Analyze back on the screen. Sam, are you there, sir?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Good to see you, man. How you been?
Good. I'm enjoying this Knicks run for sure.
Knicks in 4.
Knicks in 4.
Am I crazy?
4. No, you're not. I've been saying it. I think the Knicks they found themselves at the right time. Whether it's OG Anunoby showing that he's officially one of the best two-way players in the game. But you've got guys like Karl Anthony Towns, who was and Mikal Bridges, who were on Giannis watch, and these guys, the Knicks don't win Game 2 without those two. So I think you're just watching the evolution of this team and how they're just rolling right now. They're especially coming back to MSG tomorrow and then Wednesday. It's a wrap.
If I can jump in for a second, I can't find your showrunner. I'll have to look for it again. Tell people where to find you and tell them what you do with regards to sports. You are someone who keeps me in the loop on things. You've been doing this for a lot of years. Do you still do daily content? How often do you post content?
Right now I've been really Knicks focused. So I dropped a video for the Knicks yesterday after Game 2. So I'll
send me a link via email so I can post that in my community section. Go ahead.
Absolutely. But so right now I was watching this team has been exciting. I've been covering them and posting videos out after Game 1, after Game 2, previewing every series. So that's what I've been doing lately, and I'll send you the link for sure.
I'm really excited because, again, we're talking the New York Tri-State endorsement deals and all sorts of brands and things like that. And the Knicks, they deserve to be, in the finals. Is this the best squad that you've seen in quite some time, Sam?
I think, look, I had a chance to see them when they made it in 94. 99, and this has to be the best Knicks team that I've ever seen. I think this team is not only, they're still counted out, right? Despite the fact that they've won 13 in a row, it's going to be 15 at the end of it all when they win it all and host the Larry O'Brien Trophy.
Okay,
but I think this is a team that during these playoffs, when you watch Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns play together, I think they've become, if not the best 1-2 punch in the NBA, one of the top duos. And the Knicks, quiet as kept, have just become a juggernaut and a super team right before our eyes. And you saw glimpses of it throughout the season. Teams like the Denver Nuggets, they were times where they were blowing teams out, but you didn't really know their identity. And after that Atlanta series, I want to say after Game 3 or 4, I don't know what happened. I wish I could be a fly on the wall and find out who spoke to the team or what was told. But this team went on a crazy run, and I personally believe that this is a special run for this season. But if the Knicks can keep this group together, there's no reason why we're not seeing the beginning of the next NBA dynasty, to be honest with you.
Let me jump in here for a second. Now, people were doubting Jalen Brunson. Was it mainly because of his height, or was there something else that was not necessarily noticeable? I did not pay attention when he was on the Mavericks. He and Luka, right? They were together, or
right?
What was that?
They were drafted. I'm gonna say the same year. Like Luka was like early, and then Jalen Brunson was second round pick. I want to say potentially, but they played together. And Jalen Brunson, when Luka got hurt, he was Luka's backup. But when Luka got hurt, he would always show out, and he would always everybody would say, "Who is this guy?" But it's weird that he's been doubted because everywhere he went, whether it's high school, whether it's college, all he's done, he's always won. Now, Jalen Brunson getting to the Knicks is not an accident, right? Leon Rose is his godfather. Okay, and he's and his father in Rick Brunson was Leon Rose's first client. So
Okay.
this is the Jalen Brunson to the Knicks is not an accident. And his father, they were in talks with the Mavericks back in 2022. They offered him originally, I think it was $50 or $55 million for
I don't
4
know.
years, something to that extent. And the Mavericks were still not sold, despite the fact that Brunson put the team on his back and carried them in that Utah series without Luka for the first 3 games.
If I can jump in, for people who don't know all the intricate details like you do, left-handed, the Most High, and others, it's almost like a rebirth. Would you say for just the New York tri-state people who lost interest or never cared about the Knicks? Is this a rebirth?
No question. As a matter of fact, in 2022, when Jalen Brunson got here, I was one of the biggest fans of the signing, right? Because I saw what he was doing. I followed him in college. He's a 2-time national champion. No matter what, whenever he was challenged, he would always show out. He even in high school beat the likes of the Jason Tatums of the world, and even now, De'Aaron Fox. These guys know who Jalen Brunson is, and Stephen A. at the time, and all these people, they were against it. And Jalen Brunson said when he signed, "I'm not the savior. I'm not a savior. I'm just here." But if he does what we're all expecting him to do in these next 2 games, he may get a statue when it's all said and done at the end of his career as a Knick. I mean, because nobody, they're Knick fans, Star, that I know that were Chicago Bulls fans, Golden State fans. All of a sudden, orange and blue skies. Everybody is so excited, and the city is crazy right now. So it's going to be crazy to see what happens when this is
okay.
Sure.
My interest has been, I'm interested in the Knicks now. I'll just say that. I'm saying Knicks in 4. How far-fetched is that? Because when is the last time we've seen a sweep in the finals? I don't know. Do you know?
You know what? When I think about it,
I'll Google it.
I mean, the thing that comes to mind was maybe Orlando, and I don't recall. I would have to look it up, but no, it's happening, Star. This team has been dominant. They've dominated everyone throughout the playoffs after Atlanta, and I think one thing that I see and that many people are seeing now, Karl-Anthony Towns has morphed into a monster.
Can I jump in?
Yes.
I'm sorry, let me cut you short. According to AI Overview, the last time there was a sweep in the NBA Finals was in 2018. Correct me if I'm wrong. In that series, the Golden State Warriors defeated the Cleveland Cavaliers in 4 games.
Right, the injury series. No Kyrie, no Kevin Love. Right, correct. Yes, that escaped me. Yes, correct. Because
tell people your platform again, please, and don't forget to email me that link tomorrow, tonight, so I can get that.
Right away. Thank you, Star. Well, I'm on YouTube at Sam I Analyze Sports, covering heavy Knicks right now on all social media platforms. Sam I Analyze or Sam I Analyze Sports.
Yeah. Hey, man, I appreciate you camming up. Are you going to be at a watch party tomorrow? Are you going to be at the game? Where are you going to be for tomorrow's game?
I'm going to be at my house. Let me tell you, I went 2 years ago. I was at I went to 2 playoff games.
Okay.
That crowd is not from, it's crazy. It's crazy. And it's worse now. So I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
Hey, man, I appreciate you. Semi-analyze.
Thank you, Star. Have a good night.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Great guy. All right. Folks, we're talking about the prosecution. They rested their case in the Karmelo Anthony trial down there in Texas and a few other topics as well. If you're just now joining me, let me get this on the screen here with regards to Dr. Umar Johnson. The school, did I make a showrunner for that? The school is ready to be opened. I don't know why, but I'm rooting for that nigga. I'm rooting for that nigga. Wait a minute. Is that Boris tapping in Sunday evening, area code 440?
My mayor's Muslim, my bagel is Jew, my Christian Dior, Nixon 4.
Oh, I like that.
Okay. Before I come to Cookstar, I would like to correct the previous caller.
Okay.
He is mixing 2018 with 2015 because Kevin Love was clear to play versus the Golden State. He had sustained a concussion protocol the series before versus Boston. And in 2018, Kyrie was not on the team. He was with Boston. So that is misinformation.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
yes. What I wanted to say, Star, you mentioned earlier in your show that Brunson I want to paraphrase you, that he came out of nowhere. That is not true. He was a champion.
Hold it a second. I have not been following you. Know this, so don't take my words too serious. For someone like me who has not been paying attention, I don't know where this guy came from, but it's fascinating to see, his height and doing what he's doing. So to me, I don't know where he came from. I just found out that Stephen A. Smith was hating on him this weekend. Go ahead.
He is the perfect example of what the Knicks not wanted but needed.
Okay.
Because as Sam said, the ties between New York Knicks and Jalen Brunson running deep. Yes, his father played 9 seconds in the NBA Finals in '99. However, Leon Rose was his agent. Sam Rose, the son of Leon Rose, is Jalen's current agent.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Rick Brunson, the father of Jalen Brunson, was the assistant coach with Tom Thibodeau in Chicago and in Minnesota. So this was by no fluke.
Okay.
People underestimated Jalen Brunson because of his height. So it wasn't because he wasn't a good player, but they thought that he is coming out of college as a 22-year-old. Typically teams like to take the 19-year-old because they like to mold and shape him. He was undersized, so they saw that he cannot play defense, he is a liability, etc., etc. His value was so low that when the camp of Brunson sought to get a $55 million extension, Dallas refused. Then he brought up his market value, and then they came calling. Now they wanted to offer $55 million to extend his contract. Jalen Brunson in his camp said no. Now we know what our worth is. We're not going to take that. I also want to mention something extremely important to you, Star.
Come on.
You were correct. Yeah, Nixon 4. However, and it's a big however that I would like to draw to your attention.
Come on.
Teams that go 0-2 while losing the first 2 games at home. Right? Correct. They go on to win the series 7% of the time. Only, I believe, 5 teams won. In the finals, it never happened. In 93.
I'm sorry, you said 7%, not 7-0. 7%?
7%, yes. Teams that lost the first 2 at home. I believe it was the 94 Hakeem Kalal run. They ended up losing. In 93, Barkley can testify to that. 93, he lost. He lost the first 2 at home, and then they put up a fight. They lost in 6.
Right.
You know what I mean? But in the NBA Finals, it never happened. NBA Finals. Now, let me say this to you, Star. Mikal Bridges of the New York Knicks made an interview after the game 2 that is going viral right now.
Right.
They asked him how you feel going up 2-0 to Madison Square Garden. He said, like it's 0-0. We must remain desperate at all times.
Right.
There is a reason why he said that. In 2021, his team, Phoenix Suns, were up 2-0. They lost it. In 2021, the same postseason, Dallas Mavericks, who featured Jalen Brunson, stole the first 2 games in Clippers, but they fumbled the series. They have to win Game 3. In Game 3, I believe if you win Game 3, you have a 73.2% chance to win the whole series.
Okay.
Knicks' chances are much higher because they've won the first two games away.
And they've won.
Tomorrow is.
And they've won. Correct me if I'm wrong. 13 in a row, right? So this
Correct.
is a phenomenal accomplishment that I don't think I've ever seen before. Go ahead.
You can, with all heads, you can tell them to lay the argument to rest. Right. 94, 99 Knicks, they pale in comparison to this team. Right. They do not match. But I want to say something important too. Just because you were the best team, it doesn't mean anything. Because in 2016, Golden State Warriors, per statistic, beat the best teams before them, which was the 96-97 Bulls, record-wise. Okay. However, they did not get the mission accomplished. So yes, Knicks right now have the second biggest win streak. They are number 2 to Warriors, who won in 2017, 15 in a row. They can tie them, but they have overtaken Golden State in terms of points scored and defense in points. Right. This team will go down as a legendary team, even if they lose.
Even if they lose.
Even if they lose.
And if I can jump in right there, even if they lose, I'm still proud of them. Again, I'm the objective hater, not a player hater. I never could play basketball, so I can't talk but so crazy. They made it to the goddamn finals. How many years has what's the guy Hart? How many years has Hart been on the Knicks? I'm feeling him. I mean, pause. Pause. That was crazy. Pause.
He has been on the Knicks, I believe, shortly after the arrival of Jalen Brunson. As a matter of fact, I can email you right now a video of Jalen Brunson's reaction when they traded for Josh Hart.
Because it's okay. It's okay. Your word is good with me. What about Towns? You know, all that zesty shit that people been trying to put on him. He's been coming through in the clutch. I fuck with him.
Put respect on the big bodega's name, because Karl Anthony Towns was a former number 1 pick. He was a 3-point champion. He is no scrub. Yes, he's zesty. After all that, yes, he's zesty. But he can put the ball in the hole, boy. You know what I mean?
Ooh, that's crazy.
Right. Yes, he is an amazing player. You know what I mean? But we need to remain very composed, because Spurs going to come tomorrow desperate, in survival mode. They will come in the same way their backs were against the wall against OKC. We have to, play like it's 0-0. If it's 3-0, series is over. You can. If it's 3-0, no team in NBA history has come from a 3-0 deficit. You have to blow them out tomorrow. Not even make it an even match. You have to set the tone early, in the beginning, to let them know you came here and punch them in the mouth, draw first blood. That's all I'm to say.
Tyson blows. Hey, Boris, great to talk to you, man. Thank you for the information.
Take care. Have a good one.
Yes, sir. Peace, the Most High. How are you, sir? Sunday night, Knicks in 4. I'm saying Knicks in 4. Am I crazy? The Most High.
Nah, you're not crazy, but I mean, that's your prediction. A lot of people saying they're gonna sweep the Spurs. It could definitely happen. It's looking good. You know what I mean? But my thing is, again, like I've been saying, until Game 4 is over and that trophy is being hoisted, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about the fact that they're the champions, I need to see that first. Pause. So I'm gonna say this, right? So I don't know if anybody spoke detail into this, but in July 2024, New York Knicks All-Star guard Jalen Brunson signed a 4-year, $156.5 million contract extension by signing early instead of waiting to become an unrestricted free agent. He sacrificed roughly $113 million in guaranteed money. So that's that. I don't know if that was overkill, if somebody spoke to that already, but that's part of Jalen Brunson being here and being who he's become. Now, in my opinion, since we talking face value sports, I'm not really mad at. I'm not with Stephen A. Smith's, animation and histrionics, or if I'm using a word in the right context, but you have to prove it. So if there were doubts about a guard or a small guard leading a team into a championship, that's justified because it really hadn't been done before. Okay. Iverson went to the chip with Philly in 2001. I feel like he might be better than Jalen Brunson still. Maybe that remains to be seen. People might argue with me that, you know, otherwise. So I'm going to say that until the Knicks win and Jalen Brunson can make a case for him being better than Iverson as a smaller guard or being mentioned in the same vein as Isaiah Thomas, for instance, you know, it remains to be seen at the end of the day. And let's be objective. This is not objective hate. This is objective facts.
Come on.
Let's not act like the last couple years, and me especially, been saying that Brunson been going nuts, shooting the ball too much under Tom Thibodeau. They was walking the ball up the court, taking 7 point whatever seconds off the shot clock every time bringing the ball up. All the offense was Jalen Brunson centric. If he wasn't making tough shots and scoring, you know what I mean, the Knicks wasn't really doing nothing. So let's not act like until the offense shift, this is face value basketball talk, and until the Knicks offense shift and became pretty much ran through Karl Anthony Towns, the Knicks weren't doing the same old Jalen Brunson or bust tactics, right? And let me just say, objectively speaking, in terms of facts, their road to the chip was easy as it ever could have been, if you want to be honest, right? No Tyrese Halliburton, so you don't got to go against Indiana Pacers for a third time potentially in the playoffs, and then try to, you know, finally get over that hump because you lost to them 2 times in the playoffs already, right? Boom. Philadelphia always has injury issues or whatever, but we might have Philadelphia's number. Boston, Tatum coming back from that Achilles injury or whatever the case is. So I'm not making excuses for other teams. I'm just letting it be known that if those other teams are healthy, the Knicks' road to the finals could have been way different. And then OKC probably would have been a more challenging matchup for them in the finals, but they got bumped by the Spurs. But, you know, it is what it is. Again, I'm just being objective. I'm rooting for the Knicks to win.
Can I jump in?
Script, whatever. Yeah.
You are much more knowledgeable than I, and I appreciate you keeping me up to speed on things. And for those who don't know, you've been a referee for many years. Do you want to mention that at all? I mean, your pedigree, you know what you're talking about.
No ifs, ands, or buts about that.
Right. However, when you say AI, Allen Iverson, the answer, did he not say that Steph Curry's handle was better than his? I could have swore he gave it up to Steph Curry. Yes, no?
I mean, I never heard him say that. I'll look up the quote. Iverson learned his patented crossover from Dean Berry.
But hold on. Hold on. The reason why I'm saying, and that's not to take anything away from Allen Iverson, but was he ever up 2-0 in the finals? I mean, what happened with the Lakers and the 76ers? I forget. That's when Kobe was prime,
I think,
right?
If I can remember correctly, I think they won that first game in LA against the Lakers when Iverson showed out. I think he scored 48 in that first game, highlights everywhere. I think that was the game he stepped over Tyronn Lue. But I think after that, the Lakers won every game after that. So that's what happened there. But it wasn't like Iverson didn't make a name for himself cement himself as one.
He was the truth. Bubba Chuck. They used to call him Bubba Chuck. So I mean, I take
Bubba Chuck
from him. But I just, I see Jalen Brunson as being more of a team player. He utilizes the team. Allen Iverson, he was the man, but he was a ball hog, and he had what's his name play with him for a while. And I thought they were going to just like get rings. Chris Webber, that didn't work out, right? I mean, if we're going to talk about Allen Iverson, correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, Chris Webber was already, almost a decade in the league already and wasn't the same Chris Webber, physically that he was in his prime. So remember, Chris Webber started off for Golden State, and then ended up going to the Washington Wizards or whatever. But let me say, like I said a couple minutes ago, Star, let's not act like we weren't saying that Jalen Brunson wasn't going nuts. Right. Everybody was like, yo, Thibodeau has no offensive creativity. The Knicks are stagnant. All they do is Brunson this, Brunson that. And that's exactly what was happening earlier this year. The Knicks was looking crazy in February. Salute to Sam I analyzed because he was saying, Bridges and Cat was on Giannis' watch because of trade rumors and all that. So let's not act like this was a smooth road and this was all, excellence the whole way around. There was definitely bumps in the road on the way here.
You're right.
They finally got it together. Got it together against Atlanta. And, salute to them for now. But I caution all fans, unless it is game 4 or the game is about to end and the clock is ticking and the Knicks are winning, let's not get crazy, because we've seen a lot of craziness with New York.
I'm talking crazy. I'm talking crazy.
Oh.
I'm talking crazy, man.
But like I said, man, salute to them, man. I know no real hate to Jalen Brunson because he get busy. The thing is that the team was too much centered around him and his abilities. He's kind of a liability on defense, but on the surface, they gelled together greatly as a unit. Salute to Mike Brown. If we win, the town gonna go crazy. So I won't believe it. I have to see with my own eyes. I've been watching for a long time.
Can you hold on a second? What is Kid talking about on the screen? I don't know. Can you read that or no? You can't. Objectively speaking, Tatum disrupted the Celtics' entire flow by selfishly putting himself before the team. And just like throughout his career, when the team needed him most, he did not show up. I don't really agree with that. I don't really know in what context he's putting that in terms of maybe him coming back from that Achilles too early. I don't know. But also to remember, they actually have a chip together. So I don't see how him coming back is not enhancing the Celtics' chances of winning a chip, because Jaylen Brown, as good as he is, he's not a star to the extent that he can carry the Celtics to win a chip by himself with no other star there. Now with Vucevic, now with Derek White or whatever the case is, but that's his opinion. Salute to him. Okay. Hey, man, great to talk to you. Any thoughts on the Karmelo Anthony case down there in Texas or no? Just
Star, one of these days I'm going to do some detailed homework on this case and really find out what happened, and I'll give an opinion. But right now, I have no opinion, man. I always appreciate you giving me a chance to speak on your platform.
Yes, sir.
I hope the Knicks win. You know what I mean? Peace, Lord.
Peace, okay. The Most High tapping in. All right, guys, in my community section, brand new video from Sheila, Tower of Love Foundation. Let me get her information on the screen. Her YouTube channel, Tower of Love Foundation 3168. She called in last week and she spoke about a town hall. Is it town hall meeting? Sheila, you're welcome to call in if you want to. Where is her donation? I had it on the screen there. Guys, sit tight. I'm crashing out tonight, man. Knicks in 4, man. Y'all niggas eat a dick, man. Suck a dick from the back. Pause. That's great. I don't give a fuck about no goddamn Spurs. Big goofy nigga. Here you go. Hold on a second. There's Sheila's donation again. Thank you for your support, Sheila. Let me know if you want to call in. Is that my nigga Panna the Canna Sunday night?
Yo, Star, what's popping, man? How you been?
Knicks in 4, my nigga. What side you on?
I'm on orange and blue all day. I'm not going to mention the other caller. I got much respect for him. But if you're not riding with the Knicks 100, then don't even say that you want them to win. I got much respect for the dude. His basketball knowledge is all.
Panna, just come on. Let's stay here with me. Stay here with me. Come on.
I'll fall back. So, I mean, here it is, man. Before we were saying Knicks in 6, suck my, I don't want to say the word.
SMD.
But respectfully. SMD. Knicks in 4, your mama's a whore. Ooh. That's the new one. Knicks in 4, your mama's a whore.
Okay.
That's it right there.
Well, hang on.
4, your mama.
We're back in the garden tomorrow. Oh my God. I'm so tired of the camera panning to who does the camera go to? Fat Joe, Spike Lee. Who else are they showing?
Tracy Morgan.
I fuck with Tracy.
Shalamont. Ben Stiller. I mean, it's all good, but tomorrow's going to be star-studded.
I'm sick of Ben Stiller. I'm sick of Patrick Ewing. Oh my God,
I'm very upset at the prices of these tickets. I wanted to go. Nosebleeds is $7,500. Nosebleeds.
Yeah.
Front row is $250,000.
It's the guard, my nigga. If you ain't got 10 bands that come in here, fuck out of here. MSG, nigga. MSG.
You right.
Fuck out of here.
I'm gonna say this. I was talking to one of my homies earlier. Yo, if they win the chip, especially if it's a sweep, I'm gonna put it all on the table. This team might be the best NBA team ever. I don't care what anybody says. Their ride to the finals, everything that they have done is history. It's unprecedented. You know what I mean? It's just
that would be Larry Bird. But I hear you that would be the Celtics, the best team ever. But now let's.
When was the last time a team swept the majority of their opponents in the playoffs and in the finals?
Phenomenal run. Phenomenal run.
When did that happen?
Phenomenal run.
And let's say if they don't win the next year, this win is gonna be monumental for the next 10 years. No other champion will matter. You know what I mean? The Knicks, Brunson, Josh Hart, Cat, they're immortal. They're immortal gods in the history of sports.
Oh, who's the Puerto Rican guy who was dropping threes in game 2? What's his name?
Oh, from the Knicks?
Yeah. Is he Puerto Rican or?
Oh, what's his name? Yeah. He's from New York, too. He's from New York. I forgot his name. This is his first year. Oh, Alvarado. Yeah, Alvarado. Alvarado's nice. Alvarado's that man. Yo, the team has a solid nucleus. You know what I mean? I respect them. I'm happy for the.
Hold on a second. The Most High, yes, sir. If you need to call back in. The Most High said, don't ever call up in here trying to fucking disrespect. Panic. Hold on. Sit tight. Don't go nowhere. The Most High wants to call. No. Sit tight. Put him on hold. Absolutely. The Most High. There'll be no disrespect. Okay. We got people spending Skrilla. Spurs in 7. Your parents ain't going to heaven. Okay. Hey, Dawn, thank you for being a member, Dawn. Hold on a second. Okay. The Most High, I'm not letting nobody talk sideways about you, but Pan of the Canna, he tried. He's on the line. The Most High.
No. Let me.
Hang on, Panna. Hold on, Panna. He's right there. Yeah. You called his name. He's right there.
Yeah.
The Most High.
My thing is, I'm not somebody who normally comes up to get into conflict or whatever. I spit my bars and I kind of keep it pushing. I speak factually, and the thing is, I don't know how old this gentleman is on the phone or whatever. All I do is I talk from a perspective of somebody who's been watching the Knicks, been watching basketball for a long time. You can't. I'm not taking for granted the fact that they're there and they won the first 2 games on the road. It looked good, but what's the matter with me being a Knicks fan for as long as I've been a Knicks fan and not just accepting the fact that they're in the finals until they actually win? I'm not jacking it. I'm not. So that's all I'm saying. And in terms of me hating, I'm not hating. I'm being as objective as possible. The Knicks didn't look like this 4 months ago. I know we're talking about now, but things had to change. If we're talking about face value sports, the way they were playing basketball had to change. They changed it. They're where they are right now. I don't think I said anything that wasn't facts. It wasn't opinion-based because it could be easily verified. So, again, I'm a lifelong Knicks fan. I'm a passionate sports fan. I know my sports. I said what I said. I didn't really feel disrespected, but there was a little subliminal in there and all that. I just wanted to call and, restate my opinion and my position. Pause at the end of the day, if that is a pause. But at the end of the day, let's wait for the Knicks to win this, man. The reason why everybody getting crazy is because it took 53 years damn near to even get a sense.
I was born in 64. I'm going ape shit.
Come on, man. Listen, man, it's the best chance in over 50 and 53 years. Of course, everybody going crazy. And I'm from New York, born and raised, yo. Of course, we think we the ish because we New York. Of course, it is what it is. Let the town go crazy. I might wild out.
Hold on a second. The Most High. Hold on. Panna, do you want to respond? Panna the Canna. Where are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm right here. No disrespect, no shade of Most High. His basketball knowledge is probably superior to mine. But as a Knicks fan, all I was saying was when he was talking, I just didn't feel that energy that he was saying right now. You know what I mean? If you're gonna ride the Knick wave, you got to ride the Knick wave 100%. And I just didn't get that feeling from homie. You know what I mean? But he called back. He said what he had to say. I respect the homie. You know what I mean? His sports knowledge is up top. So let's just see what it is. But if you're going to ride the Knick wave, you got to ride the Knick wave 100%. And I didn't get that
Star. Yo, let me do what Mercury Morris did from the Miami Dolphins. Yo, don't call me when you at the corner. Don't call me when you at the driveway. Call me when you at the front door.
Right.
I want to know when you here, when you got the chip and you raising it up and the city has a right to go bonkers. I'm not with it. NY used to be some in the 70s. We've been doing a lot of this and a lot of that since then in sports and whatever. At the end of the day, a Nick chip will be crazy. Let's actually do it. They can easily turn into stumbling, bumbling Washington Generals or something like that in these next couple of games. We don't know. Let's make it has to happen. Yes, it could become a dynasty years coming, but you got to win that first one. This is it. Finish this off, hit him with the Bridum, and get him up out of here. You heard? Yo, Star, real quick. I seen kind of video on Ralph McDaniels last night. I swear to my mother.
Who?
Connor.
Connor from Jordan?
Yeah, I seen her video on Video Music Box last night. Ralph McDaniels. That's word to my mother. She could sing her ass off.
Yeah. Connor. Yeah, listen,
I gotta give her respect.
I
gotta give her respect, man.
Brooklyn. But listen,
I got it. She could definitely sing, man.
Okay, I want to stay on topic here. Are you guys good, Panna? We good?
Yeah. No,
I'm good. Peace, Lord. Yo, Panna, peace, Lord.
I got none respect for Most High. When the Knicks win the chip, yo, meet me at MSG. We'll go outside. We'll smoke a fat one. We'll pop some bottles.
Okay,
you know
salute, guys.
Holla.
Salute. Okay.
Holla.
All right. Thank you, guys. On the screen, thank you for your comment. Let's make sure we're giving Stacy Glore some shine. Where's Stacy Glore's showrunner info as well? From the back or from the front? Many positions available. Pause 24/7 here. www.stacyglore.com/business. Turkish death threat, says Star got a Ashkenazi check from iHeart. Let's say, what makes you think the checks stopped? What makes you think they stopped? Thank you for being a member. Someone says, Star, don't you watch the Grand Report on a regular basis? I know it's complete ignorant shit. I know it is. I wake up to the bullshit. Why doesn't Dame Dash look at the Breakfast Club like that? I mean, yeah, just sheesh. Anyway, thank you for your comments. All right, phone lines are open. Anybody care? Let's get to Ted Danson now. This I wanted to see. How old is he now, Ted Danson? Apologizing for going blackface. Man, that was a crazy time in America. Was it 1993? I think it was. Where my notes at? Yeah, 1993. Ted Danson. Coppin', please. Here we go.
Why I would like to address this is and apologize forever. I know what was in my heart.
Yeah.
So I have no problem talking about this, but I need to and want to apologize for the rest of my life because somebody today can go on the internet, you're right, and go, what the f***?
Yeah.
Wow, I feel betrayed, I feel angry, and whatever. And I did that.
Ted Danson vows he will apologize forever for his 1993 blackface stunt at his then-girlfriend Whoopi Goldberg's roast. The Cheers alum regretfully reflected on the incident during his June 3rd appearance on W. Kamau Bell's Who's With Me podcast, praising Goldberg for her handling of the incident before owning up to his arrogant mistake.
Poor Whoopi Goldberg has had to defend me over the years. Sweet sweetly and gracefully. So the last thing she probably wants to do is have this, be put in this position again.
In audio from the 1999 doc, Let Me In, I Hear Laughter, a salute to the Friars, Goldberg is allegedly heard laughing at Danson's offensive bit. However, no footage from the infamous event has ever surfaced publicly. At the time, his relationship with Goldberg was slowly being put on ice, and while they tried to get out of the roast, the Friars Club, which hosted it, threatened to sue them if they dropped out because they had sold so many tickets. The actor then explained that his intention was to pull an over-the-top stunt in order to keep up with the comics in the room.
Take a good look at him, huh? Is that Malcolm Jamal Warner standing next to him? Guys, is that Malcolm Jamal Warner? Hey, Deeds. My show producer says Whoopi wrote his jokes at that roast. That's right. If anybody cares, Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon both used to wear blackface. Not one or two times, but on multiple occasions. You guys up to speed? Jimmy Kimmel. And if memory is certainly get this off the screen. Hold on a second. For those who remember, for those who care, Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon both used to wear blackface on multiple occasions early in their comedy careers. You guys up to speed? Jimmy Kimmel from the Late Night Show. And I think it took Jimmy Kimmel years to apologize because at first he was a little defiant. I forget what the reasons was. Somebody exposed him and then he finally, apologized. But yeah. Anybody care? Yep, Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon. I don't watch either one of those guys. It's not my cup of tea, but for those who care, for those who want to know a little history, okay? Hey, Sheila. Okay, what's going on? Okay. Sheila, can I call you after the show? Because I don't know what's going on. You sent me some emails here, and I'm not sure what's going on. Hold on a second. If so, what's your number? Sheila is a sponsor. Okay. Guys, if you want to be a sponsor on this show, please reach out via email. We do send out analytics, and we're going to be revising the banner, the music banner, banners. So reach out, and we can get a custom campaign going for you as well, all right? Here's my email address, all right? There you go, all right. Peace, Al Tariq, good to see you, sir. Okay. And, well, yes, Jimmy Kimmel also wore blackface on The Man Show, that's right. I mean, one could say, well, that was a different time in society. Okay, but at the same time, why did it take him so long to apologize? If they're really sorry, Anyway. All right, moving right along. Guys, hold on a second. I have to admit, I like when Dame Dash vents, but with regards to the Farrakhan thing, I think Charlemagne probably looked at what happened to Arsenio Hall, and he said, I don't want to go down that path, right? All right, Ted Danson, we played that. All right, with regards to our main topic here, prosecutors resting their case. Valerie, hey, Valerie, are you out there? Valerie sent me a nice donation, and she sent me this video file. I always find time when people send donations when I'm not doing the show. If you just send me a bunch of emails, you know, that I ain't got time for. But someone said,
listen, there are some explosive details being reviewed in this Karmelo Anthony case. First things first, I was able to get into the courtroom. Second thing is, what we were able to find out today is that Karmelo Anthony didn't just go into the tent. He asked, is it okay if I sit here? And even made small talk with the kid next to him about the weather, using the words, crazy weather, huh? To which the kid responded, yeah, it is. Not only that, we found out that Eddie, Karmelo's friend, when he realized that Karmelo was in the tent, actually switched seats with another kid so that he and Karmelo could be seated next to each other and talk. It was also revealed on cross-examination that Karmelo Anthony and Eddie, although may not be best friends, but had a really close relationship because Karmelo Anthony's girlfriend, her parents and Eddie's parents are really good friends. And Eddie has tagged along with Karmelo and his girlfriend when they were out on dates.
I'm not sure of her name, and I apologize. I like to give credit where credit is due, but I believe her. I believe her. She was inside the courtroom. So let's just hear her out, and then we'll get back to the show. Oh, that was it. Anybody know who this woman is? She was in the courtroom. Phone line's open. Yes, no, maybe. Guys, I'm going to skip Mad Dog talking about Jalen Brunson. You know, I think Stephen A. Smith is more important, you know, with regards to not believing in Jalen Brunson years ago. I'm just going to skip Mad Dog, but all right. I don't know. Did Whoopi ever say anything about this? I don't know. Well, I'm sorry. You know what? Whoopi apologized on behalf of Ted Danson. This is the first I've ever heard of him, you know, apologize. He's old now, so he's trying to get in those pearly gates if that's what he believes. All right. Thank you for your comment. All right. Members only tonight, in case you guys are just now joining me. Okay, that wasn't an apology Kimmel did. That was an appeasement for Abbott. Okay. Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel. So to hear him say all this stuff about Trump, but it took him years to apologize. And like you just said, that wasn't really an apology. Okay. Is it off of me? I don't know what your comment was, but listen, I don't guarantee every super chat makes it on the screen. I do try. But thank you for being a member, okay? Hold on a second. Okay. Something else I wanted to play here. Oh. Hey, I watched a good movie this weekend. Surprisingly, The Passenger. Has anyone seen The Passenger? What's that guy's name? He was in Amistad. He has a baby with Kamara Lee Simmons. And most of us, when we refer to him, we say, give us free. What is that guy's name? Hold on a second. Give us free. Remember him? That was a good movie. How do you say his name? Hold on. Give us free. It's a good movie. I can't pronounce this nigga's name, right? Everybody, hold on. I don't want to butcher his name. What is the guy's name? Mr. Leo? No. I can't find it. The Passenger. God, there's a whole lot of movies called The Passenger. Okay, Sheila, I got your phone number. Thank you so much. How about I just play the goddamn trailer? Hold on a second. Hey, Deeds. My show producer saves the day again. Thank you, Deeds. My God. Dijman Hansu. I just refer to that nigga as give us free. Hold on a second. This was a good film. Let me play the trailer. Everybody give me a second. The Passenger. I like serious films. You know, I don't like stupid ass comedies. I don't want to see no goddamn romance and no silly shit. This was a good film. I enjoyed it. Here we go. Here's a trailer.
Hey, can you give me a ride?
Can't you see?
I got cash.
Get in. Where are we going? Where do you need to go?
1 second, please.
Come on.
I'm just trying to...
The law enforcement officials have released a statement in relation to the explosion at Minneapolis-St. Paul International.
What happened at the airport?
Don't worry about it. If you try to run, I just leave you on the side of the road with a bullet in your head. You understand?
I'm your prisoner. Do you think I deserve this? My wife, my 6-year-old son? People are dead.
Something radical has to happen.
What are you doing? What is that?
If you try anything, this blast will go through you, me, the van, everything for 20 yards. Hey! Hassan!
Hey! Please help me,
That's far enough. Hands on your head.
Please. I'm just a guy driving a van. I'm not the enemy.
I couldn't just sit back like everyone and act like nothing's happening. You, of all people, should understand this.
I know what it's like to be angry at the world. I'm not like you.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. If you're looking for a good movie to just relax. Kat, is that you tapping in Sunday night? Area code 718. Kat.
Hey, Star.
Hey. How you doing?
Hey. It's Jaimin Hansu.
I don't know. Give us free. Remember that? Amistad?
I didn't see Amistad, but his name is Jaimin Hansu.
That was his breakout role.
I know, but I didn't watch Amistad.
Okay,
I know.
okay, come on. I'm gonna Google Amistad. What year was that? Go ahead. What's cracking, Kat?
Nothing. Nixon 4.
That's right. Eat a dick. Eat a dick. Let's go.
Eat a dick.
Eat a dick. It's a whole fact. Fuck these niggas. Fuck San Antonio. Fuck that tall, lanky nigga. Eat a dick. Let's go.
I got emotional the last game. I didn't know what was happening to me, but they made it just by that one free throw.
Yeah.
But that was, we good.
Yeah.
We're gonna make it. We're gonna get there. I'm sick. I got people hating on the Knicks, texting me a whole bunch of bull crap. I had to get rid of a couple of people. Unfortunately, we had to sever ties because I'm like, why are you talking all this crap about the Knicks?
Out of here. I'm looking for the song with Remy. She's rapping. Anybody got the link to the Remy song with the?
Yeah, I have it with French Montana and.
Hey, I'm feeling good today. I got that fly shit on. My bills are paid. Hey, right? Let's go, Kat.
Yeah, she went in on the boxing girl. My mind always.
As she should. As she should. Fuck out of here. Nixon 4.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for tomorrow. But I just hope that the city don't go too crazy because you know how we get.
Well, it's overdue. You should be turned up. You're gonna be out, high strutting. What you doing with your fine light skinned self? You're gonna be out there, right?
No, I'm not going downtown. I'm downtown right now, but I'm not going down. I'm not coming down here tomorrow.
Okay.
And I'm not coming down here Wednesday. I'm gonna watch it from another spot up in Westchester.
Hey guys, I'm looking for this. Hold on a second, Kat. Does anybody have the link? Can you email me? Hold on. What is it called? Is it Nick's Anthem? I'm sorry, Kat. You were saying I'm doing a lot right now. Go ahead.
No, it's fine. I was saying I'm gonna watch it from. Oh yeah, Clarissa Shields. My bad. She went on the Shields.
Yeah.
She was. Yeah, because Clarissa's not that cute in the face.
Well, listen, I'm I'm hyped. Nixon 4. I'm hyped. You were saying, come on.
That's what I was saying. I'm just saying I'm ready for the Knicks to get it. I'm ready for the Knicks. Let's do it. Oh, I'm saying I'm not coming down here.
Okay.
Monday and Wednesday. I'm gonna watch it from the spot I go to in Westchester.
Okay.
At Mount Vernon, matter of fact.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not coming down here. It gets too crazy. But what were they saying? Trump might come on Monday?
Yeah.
That sounds crazy. Like, what's
Trump's a real nigga, baby. He's from New York. You know what it is. He's a real nigga.
I know, but like the amount of security that they're gonna need for that.
That's the place to be. You know what I mean? You don't want to miss it.
Yeah. All right. Well, he's gonna ruin it, but whatever.
I don't think so. But anyway.
I don't think so. I mean, because they can't have anybody sitting around him. Like, where's he gonna be?
He's gonna be up in the box seats, up top.
Oh, he's gonna be up top. Okay.
Well, you know that.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, you talking about Timothy Chalamet?
Who?
The little white boy.
Who is he?
The little white boy that's the Knicks fan, the one that be with Kylie Jenner.
Is he in the Dune movies? What's his name?
I don't know, but he's a movie star, Timothy Chalamet. But he grew up in New York, and he's been a diehard Knicks fan for years.
Oh, okay.
He's a cute little. We call him Tweety Bird. He's a little cute little white boy.
Well, listen, if he ain't out there in them goddamn streets, all he's doing is sitting on the sidelines, posing. I don't give a fuck about him.
Well, they did a thing. He used to be out on the streets, getting tickets. He used to get tickets and sell them.
Okay.
Yeah, he been doing it. He put
boots to the ground, and I can respect that. Okay, I thought he was just sitting there
he's serious
posing with one of them girls. Go ahead.
No, he's serious about his. He's serious. Yeah.
All right.
So anyway, I'll talk to you soon.
Well, hey, hold on, Kat. Hold on. Amistad came out in 1997. Give us free. Give us free.
Yeah, that was Steven Spielberg.
You got to see it. Morgan Freeman. Classic.
I don't know if I want to see it. I don't know, but I like Jaimon Han too, but I never really watched him in a movie, really.
Breakout
I don't know
role.
why.
Breakout role.
Yeah, that was his breakout role.
Yeah. Great to talk to you, Kat. Be safe.
Okay, talk to you soon. Take care.
Bye now.